Elizabeth Estel, and thank you for joining me as I review the 6th grade spelling curriculum for Bob Jones University Press. I'm happy to recommend this program. The short version is it's a well put together, well-researched and thought out curriculum, and it's well worth the money that you spend to purchase it. I used it for my 4 children. I homeschooled them K through high school, and they've made successful transitions to college and life. And I feel like the curriculum from Bob Jones University Press really facilitated that. As far as the 6th grade spelling curriculum is concerned, there's this teacher's manual and the student manual that you see behind me on the counter. On every page of the teacher's manual, the student page is reproduced inside with the answer key, so you see exactly what your student is seeing. So you don't have to have several handbooks or be flipping back and forth to find out what you need for this curriculum. It's all right in the teacher's book, and that includes a great spelling handbook in the back, which includes a pronunciation key, dictionary, the rules, a glossary, Greek and Latin word parts, and so it's all right here. You don't have to go searching for other books around the house. The spelling pronunciation key is on every page. The glossary is here. There's a learning how to spell a word study method that they go over several times during the book. It's really not the best way to learn spelling words is just to write them over and over again in lists. So they have look at the word, say the word, think about the word, write the word as you say it again, and then check your spelling. But the great thing about this book is that they integrate the spelling of the word with its meaning completely throughout each of these lessons. So on day 1, you have your spelling list. In the first part of the 6th grade book, it's spellings, the derivations and roots and spellings. And so they have the list here. You're dividing the words by word patterns, short sounds, schwa sounds, how many syllables does it have? And so you're really breaking down the word and language parts. And then you have word studies, write the spelling word or words that complete each sentence. So you're using the words in meaningful sentences. So in day 1, there's an optional pretest. On day 2, there's word study. Day 3, there's a practice test, and it has all the words and sentences right here. You don't have to come up with them yourself. Now, on Wednesday and on Friday, there's also a dictation sentence. So after the students have done their words, they put their pencil down. You say the word sentence twice. Always show gratitude to those who defend our liberty. Always show gratitude to those who defend our liberty. Then the student picks up the pencil and works on writing the dictation sentence. So they're learning how to use the word in the sentence. They're reinforcing their capitalization and punctuation as they go through. And then about halfway through the writing time, pause again and say the sentence. Always show gratitude to those who defend our liberty. On Thursday, there's dictionary skills, and on Friday, there's your final test day and 2 dictation sentences. And the book recommends, and I do too, that even if your student does well on the Wednesday test, that you do the final test on Friday just to cement those word meanings. There's a lot of higher level skills that are integrated with spelling, but one of the best parts about this whole book is that it has a biblical worldview. So the purpose of spelling instruction isn't just to learn to spell words, it's to equip the student to communicate effectively and efficiently when writing in a way that honors God. So we take in information by reading, and we put out information by writing, and we want to communicate effectively to the glory of God. So I appreciate that they put that together with their spelling curriculum. At the very beginning of the teacher's book, it goes through each part of the spelling lesson and it says why they do their spelling this way. So they have a CD at the back of the teacher's book for additional information. Now, some of this you're not going to use in a home setting, like a a letter to the parents, but you can use the other enrichment things that are there. So there's enrichment things for each lesson, and there's also review activities and 25 writing starter ideas. And I like it that the writing starter ideas are differentiated between personal writing, journal writing, persuasive writing, research writing. So you have a good variety there. So you begin each lesson with an introduction to the spelling generalizations. They promote higher level thinking skills through interactive learning strategies. They promote understanding of generalizations through word sort and word study. So you're really breaking down these words and learning language. You're encouraging spelling consciousness through proofreading activities. And I thought the proofreading was a good way to do it because it always also prepares the student for annualized testing at the end of the year. And you're assessing your students' progress with a practice test. You're assessing your students' knowledge through the final test. You're reinforcing and reviewing spelling patterns with the list review pages. And you're encouraging that biblical worldview by relating spelling skills to the everyday use of God-honoring written communication. Because isn't that really what we want, moms? We want our kids to grow up to serve the Lord and use all this stuff that we're teaching them to serve Him. So the short version is I highly, highly recommend this program. And I know that this isn't free, that it costs money, but it is well worth the language skills that you are teaching them. The first part of sixth grade book is just putting the words together and then derivations of them, like option, optional, tropic, tropical. And the second part of the book is interesting because it adds Greek and Latin roots and starts to reinforce different higher level vocabulary that the children are going to be needing later. So that it has a good mix of things for all kinds of language skills, not just spelling skills. And although I don't think spelling necessarily has to be fun, this has a good group of the interactive lessons, review activities, games, and real life writing activities. On the CD at the back, they have enrichment materials for students who are doing better with spelling, as well as activities for the student who is struggling with spelling. They have assessment and grading recommendations in here if you need that. You might think that my students did perfectly on spelling, and that's why I'm recommending this program so much. But I did have some struggling spelling students, and I had one child in particular who couldn't do 20 words each week. So I didn't think it was the curriculum's fault. This is an excellent curriculum. So we just slowed down how fast we were going through it. So generally, a student has spelling from 1st through 6th grade, and my student had spelling 1st through 10th grade so that they could learn the material. So sometimes I think us, we try to jump curriculums. We think the curriculum is the answer, when really, if you have a good curriculum, you just slow it down for the student or modify it for your student and keep working through it. And that particular student did very well on their ACT tests and actually has a job now with a lot of writing, and they are successful at that. So I would highly recommend the BJU Press 6th grade spelling curriculum. I hope this has helped you. If you have any additional questions, please put that in the comments, and join me at Homeschool Christian Mom on Facebook too. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.